Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a good Saturday morning. Well, today I thought we would get out Long Dog Sampler's Death by Cross Stitch. And as you know, I'm working down here in this corner. I don't pull this out very often, but I thought, what the heck, we can do this today. So we're still working on the outside, I call it, well, there's a little tiny border, but we're working on this intricate thing that goes straight up, and then we'll go this way and see how that all works, but we haven't gotten that far yet, so yeah. And I'm using color 996 from DMC, and it is on 16 count 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha from Winchlet. So, yay. And I'm on this row here. Have to see what I'm doing. And I'm going line for line. At this point, I just don't care. I just want to stitch it. So, yay. What are you doing, Molly? Quit it. So it's going pretty good. I mean, as far as things go, some days it's better than others. And when I get to this side, it looks a little weird, but we've already got that one stitch there because I had to end my thread. So, what have you been up to? I didn't work too much. I'm going to move that just so I don't lose it. I ordered 20-some skeins of yarn. I got yarn on the brain. Thread for this. Hang on, I got to fold this down because every time I look up at it, I can't see what the heck is going on. Come here. 20... over 20 skeins of DMC floss. Back when I first got this, yeah. And I've restarted it. I had one corner almost done, and I hated the fabric, so that's when I went and got this, and it's working quite well. So we're just not going there. So I didn't work much on that. I did a little crocheting, but I was just totally fried. It was one of those long days that just absolutely sucked. I just couldn't handle it at all. I didn't want to have to think about things, so today is a fresh day, so I think I'll be working on my little gnome today. And no, I didn't put a picture up. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible about this kind of stuff. Just absolutely the living end some days. And I'd like to finish that one page of Elemental Dragons. I might get to that this weekend because it's not too much brain power, you know. I have to take this a section at a time. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2. So, if I just stay focused in a section, like I said, I usually have one of my clips like this attached up here, and that's where I attach my pattern, because I've made a working copy, of course, and that way I can fold it however I need it to be folded. This has like 36 pages or some stupid damn thing. I have no idea. But I hadn't worked on it in a while and wanted to put some stitches into it. So it's my lifer. It is the one that I picked for what do you call it? The Leap Day Sal, and I'm supposed to have it done in 4 years. Well, yeah, maybe 14, but not 4. I don't know. It depends. I like working on the big things that are only one color. Haven't worked on Pandemic this week, though. That was last week's piece of work. I don't know, I'm kind of avoiding that solid section. But, yeah. It'll be okay. Watched Nicola, I don't know how to say her name, Parkman. There's a space there. So, this is so much easier to read when nobody's around or watching me, but we're going to get it. And I still have to figure out what's wrong with Circus of the Hearts. I don't know. There was something pretty insane going on there, and I can't for the life of me figure out what it was at the time. So I'll have to go back to that and see what it is. It's going to take a lot more concentration. Hey, we almost got this another little flower done. They're so pretty. And I love this blue. Just absolutely love it. So hopefully I'll still love it in the end, you know. After I've stitched with it for 4 or 5 years. And frankly, somebody was probably right when they said that I should have had this on a frame. But that frame thing just kills me. My couch is too low, and I don't know. I might try it now that I have, what do you call it? That what is it called? Recliner. Because it might sit up. The only problem is sitting up to the frame. So I may have to do it sitting in this chair. Something that gives me a little bit of back support, because I can't stand hanging off the edge of a chair. Does that make any kind of sense? Jeez. But yesterday was just so boring. I went home at 4 o'clock. I was like, there's really no reason for them to pay me for another couple hours. I mean, it's stupid, because they just kept either coming in a great big group or they didn't come at all. I mean, it's not like we were busy whatsoever. I have to see where I'm at. 1, 2, skip 2. So, yeah. We will see. But I'm going to have to go back and put this edge in, But it's just too much hassle. And I couldn't get into that going that away, so we just kind of left that be, because it was a piece of work. 1, 2. Okay, hang on. I got to move my doodly thing. Okay. Yeah, and I know this is probably not the way you're supposed to stitch this, but, it's like the only thing I can seem to handle is if I do it line for line. I just can't look at a pattern and stitch it. Now, on other things, I can do just fine, but this, I don't know what it is. I just cannot seem to get it at all. So I whipped through another season of Grey's Anatomy. Yippee yippee. But it's kind of fun. I haven't been watching it, since the beginning of the year somewhere. So that helps. I couldn't go back to Marco Polo or Call the Midwives. I was about done with that bunch for a little bit. So we'll just deal with Grey's Anatomy. And like I said, I don't have to pay attention too close at all. Because heaven knows I've seen it 2 or 3 times. Now I'm going to have to change this thread out because it's just, whoops, sorry, my bad. I'll fix it here in a second. Hang on. We're into making this part now, so we'll see. Gotta get me a new piece of thread. Ouch. Yes, and I shouldn't have crocheted. I don't know. It's just killing me, so I can hardly wait to get through it. But we're getting there. I'm about 2/3 of the way through. I just gotta see how long I really want to make it, you know. So it'd be decent enough to cover up with. Does that make sense? Hang in there, guys. We're getting there. Ouch. So, I don't know if I crochet in a crunch, you know, and I don't move for like hours and hours. Just got to learn to get up. And half of that is my problem. 3 space stitch. Okay. So, but this is going much better on 16 count because that other stuff, I don't even know what kind of material it was. It wasn't Aida, it wasn't linen, and it wasn't even weave. I don't know. Somebody, I think, called it huck cloth or something to that effect. I don't know. It was terrible. It had little dots where you could make little squares, but yeah, it was really hard to look at between the pattern, watching the pattern, and where I was stitching. No, it wasn't working for me. So, yeah. That's when I went out and bought this. I just couldn't hack it. Okay, and space and 3 again. So, yeah, sometimes you just got to do it. If it's just not bringing you joy, it's not working, you know? Because I love the pattern. I loved the pattern when I saw it. But, man, that material just sucked with a capital S. And another thing, I was stitching, because I told you I can go from right to left easier. Yeah, I was stitching that way, and you know what happens then if you only stitch in one direction. Just keep doing it, the whole thing starts to warp. Oh yeah, it's special. No. No, not happening. Where am I? 2 spaces. And 1, 2. So this is going much better. I like that I can see the squares, and I don't have to worry about it, because, yeah, I don't think even weave or linen's ever going to work for me because I can't see it well enough. Just going to have to give it up. Had to see where it's at. So yeah, I haven't worked on a whole lot this week. I just feel like it's been like a total failure. Where am I? I need 5 stitches across there. Of not working on things just because I've been so tired and I just can't get it together. Oh, I can sit there and crochet until my arm falls off, but yeah. Thinking too hard, not happening this week. And it's not like I got a whole bunch of crap to think about. You know? It doesn't make sense to me. I have to see where I'm at. Hang on. Okay, there is a spacer. Well, we got the flower done, so now we're moving on up, moving on up. There's only about 12 of these going up the side. Oh, I don't know. I didn't even count. I just stitching. Just stitching. Some days you have to have mindless stitching. So this would be one of them. But I didn't work anymore on my, what do you call it? My little gnome. So, yeah, that didn't happen. Hopefully this will come out right on the other side. I know it's in line. So, yeah, you got to watch this thing every 10 seconds. But at least I don't have to change colors. That would be the best part. I think. Hang on, guys. Yeah, there's an extra one. Okay, just making sure I was doing it right. Like it has to meet up with that edge there. See, we got the flower done. So we're moving on. I don't know, my focus has been really difficult over the past couple weeks. I don't know. Just too much. And I don't know. And I'm not one to stay up all night, because I know if I stay up late to stitch, I might as well just frog it out now, because it ain't happening. For sure, I will make some kind of a crazy mistake, and yeah, it'll be nuts. So, yeah, I get to a certain point at night and went, nope, can't think about this anymore. Okay, hang on, gotta move everything up again. So, and this for me is easier than Pandemic. I don't know, Pandemic is just, it's got a lot of solid things. Of course, I haven't hit the solid parts in this, so I really can't say. But I really wanted to stitch on a frame. I really did. Bought the frame. I bought 2 frames, as a matter of fact. But one was a floor frame, and the other is a, well, you sit it in your lap, but it's like wide, and it's like, it'd have been perfect for this, because, you know, it's so wide, but I have no place to set that frame where I can sit at a decent chair and try to watch TV and all that and hunch over that. No. It just, I don't know how they did it. I really don't. They had better backs than me. I'd like to have one of those nice little, who was it? I think it was, and I don't know that it's a Lowry. Don't quote me on that. Well, I know Stitcherista has a Lowry for sure, but hers isn't very wide because she doesn't do wide, huge projects. So, I don't know. And I've watched Vonna. She's got a great big huge one, but she evidently has some kind of a place to set it at, you know, and do her stitching in a specific chair. Mine just don't seem to be high enough. They all sit down low, and then it pulls on your back, and yeah, then we have another issue. You know, it's insane. What can I say? So I'm just really happy I found this little one, and it works just fine. You know, it's not like you have to see the whole thing, but yeah. What can I say? Now we gotta put a stitch there. It's weird that it has a hole there. So yeah, frames are frames. I mean, you either figure it out or you don't. But I needed something that would hold it. You know, half of it was hanging on to it the whole time and moving it here, moving it there, and twisting it there. I need it to be stationary. So this is my little answer to it. And yeah, I wish I'd known that before I bought that great big frame. So yeah, it's special. Okay, so where am I? I have lost track again. Oops. I knew it. I stitched one too many. You gotta see me take something out, right? Come on. It happens every time I stitch. So, yeah, I mean, you gotta figure out what's right for you and how you sit and how you stitch. I don't have any chairs that have like two arms on it where it would keep your arms from hanging, you know, on one side. Like the couch, it doesn't do that. No. Yeah. I sit there on the couch with the arm right next to me with my hands together when I'm doing crocheting. And like I said, I'll just sit there like a crazy person and just stitch forever. I went the wrong way. Seriously? You're killing me here. Yep, and now I gotta tuck it so that everything is going in the right direction. I don't normally stitch that way, but I went left when I should have gone right. Yeah, it's alright. We're good. Come on. So, yeah. Fun times. But like I started to say, Nicola's got a new little gem out. And it's kind of cute. It's nothing that I'd want to stitch. It's 95% alphabet. And then it has a little verse, just a tiny verse. Nothing to get carried away with. You could probably stitch it in a week if you really focused. But that wouldn't be me. You know, I can't do those kind of things. I have to stitch on everything all the time. And I just keep moving from one thing to the next. Oh, I like to stitch on that for a while. Well, and then I get over it after about an hour or so and then go on to something else. But not happening for me. And I've tried to buy small patterns. It don't work. It doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. It's not like I could sit there and stay on one thing at a time. I'm just not that person. I like getting all the stuff and making sure it's all there. And then, yeah. Had to make sure it's on the right line. We're having a hell of a time today. But I do like the single colored things. And I'd like to try something on like a, oh, I don't know what they call it. I want to say chalkboard. Where it's kind of got a gray tone to it. It's not black. You know? It does look like chalk has been smeared over it, so to speak. But at least you could see it. But I'd like to try something with like a pale pink or a white. Or, no, I don't want to get into white work. That ain't happening. If I can't see it, we're screwed. But, you know, on the other hand, if you mess up, nobody'd know it because they really can't see it. But I think it's beautiful stuff. But, no. Not happening. Hang on. I've forgotten where I was at. And, of course, we're almost out of thread. I'm trying to make it across here. Oh, I see what we're doing. So, yeah, I think white work is just absolutely stunning, and I don't know that I could do it justice. Not white work, but white on like a darker fabric. I mean, it'd look pretty on any medium shade, I think, because there is no way in hell. I've tried stitching on black, and they wanted me to do half stitches. I couldn't even see the whole stitches, let alone the half stitches. Come on, people, let's get realistic here. No, we're not going to make it. Hang on, guys. I'm going to have to do it again. And I'm using 2 threads, just so everybody knows. Not that you needed to know, but I always seem to use 2 threads on 16 count. Because if you do 3, then you're fighting every stitch. It's just ridiculous. So that ain't happening. So, yeah. So, I don't know. I think maybe Molly and I need to just get in the car and go take a little drive and get some fresh air or something. Been in the house too long. Does that make any kind of sense? I'm sick of being cooped up. But I'm not taking her on a little hike. And it's kind of chilly. I mean, it's in the 40s. It's not terribly bad. I mean, hell, it could be worse. It's supposed to snow by Monday. I'm like, okay, whatever. They said it was supposed to snow last night, the night before. Nothing happened, so I expect it to snow about 30 inches again. It's about time. Yep. That's how that goes around here. So, I just love my little scissors. My little beavers. And I wish I could go back to my mother's house and like 1960 to 1970 somewhere and grab one of those frog things that she put in a vase or whatever you put it in to put the flowers in, you know, because she had like 3 or 4 of those glass ones and just say, hey, can I have that now? Yeah, I doubt that she probably got rid of those a long time ago. Because I don't know that she did or she didn't have flowers that, you know, we always had flowers when I was little in the backyard. We had lilacs, we had roses, we had hyacinths and tulips and lilies of the valley and what do you call those things? Daffodils. So we always had flowers that we could cut and put inside. Not so much now. Hang on. So, yeah, I'm sure she got rid of that years and years ago. And I haven't run into any at the, what do you call it, stores? At the thrift stores. I look. But I'd like to go with my daughter and go down to Denver and see what they had. Sorry, I forgot to fix you. So you're like tilting on a slant. Sorry, my bad. There we go. And they have a place, and it's called the Ark. But it's a huge, I mean, gigantic. I mean, it looks like they put a thrift store in like an old Safeway or an older Walmart. I mean, it's huge. They've got everything you'd ever need. But they have like 6 or 8 rows of nothing but glassware. So, yeah. It would be nice. It would be nice. Because I found a whole bunch of stuff when we went the last time. So I got to be prepared. Bring money. And they have about 4 of those in Denver, you know, scattered all over the metro area. But there's one she particularly likes to go to, so I have to see where I'm at now. Hang on, gotta move my deal thing up. Oh, right, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, skip to. So, and it's really nice to shop at. We shopped at it on the way to Cheyenne, one of the times that we went up there. I think it was while we were on our vacation. And we had planned to go to, what do you call it, Hobby Lobby, and we went to Michael's. And we went to all 3 of the, 3 or 4, I don't even remember, I lost track, of the Walmarts there in Cheyenne. And they also have Hobby Lobby. They have Hobby Lobby like on the way. It's like, oh, it's like on the outskirts of Denver, way before you get to Fort Collins. I think there's a Hobby Lobby somewhere around there. So we got to go to all those places. It was fun. Where am I? 3 and skip 2. So, yeah. But we went to that thrift store. There was one up on that side, see? So we stopped at it, and I could have looked all day, but, you know, they had all kinds of crap. But I liked getting to a bigger thrift store, because you never know what you're going to find. I found this beautiful little, what do you call it, lacquered, oh, I guess you could use it as a jewelry box, but it was probably something that you could have bought at like the dollar store or Walmart or whatever, but I thought it was cool. It was about this big, and it's all in red, and then it had all different kinds of painting on it. I'll show it, like on floss tube, when I do a floss tube. But it's got, you open up the top lid, and it's all like real smooth on the sides, and you can open it up, and it has one little flat part, and you can put little stuff in it, and then you can pick that up, and it all stacks together. There's 3 levels, I think, of it, and they're all flat, so I put my jewelry bead stuff in it. Not jewelry I'm going to wear, but the stuff I was using with at the time to make mixed media. So, seriously, do it again. Okay. I looked 3 times and still couldn't remember what I had to do. Jeez. What a day. But yeah, so you can find all kinds of nice, cool stuff. And, you know, it doesn't bother me that it's not an antique or anything. I just like it if it looks cool. But that's been me, and of course I collect all my Chinese stuff here and there. Seem to have a lot of it around here for some reason. And I found some down in Salida when we went to that one. Now that one is way bigger than the one we have here. Here they have mostly clothes and everything, so. What is going on? Why did that look like that? Why does it look like that? Oh, okay, good. I was freaking myself out. I'm like, how come that doesn't have an edge? Well, it's not supposed to have an edge. Gee, Manelli. Because we're doing that part on this side. I'm going to skip one and stitch one. Oh, goodness gracious. I did find time to do my nails. Yay! I'm telling you. Some days. I usually don't like to do my nails and then go to bed because I always think they're going to get messed up, you know? And this is a mirror image, so I can just not really have to look too much. So that makes it go a little bit faster. Alright guys, well I think that is going to be about it today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell, and that way you will know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your Saturday and a good rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. God bless. We'll see you next time. Keep stitching. Bye-bye.